Welcome to Golf in the Cosmos, where physics meets the fairway and the universe takes a swing at your mind. We got the whole crew back together. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
Hey.
Let's go.
I'm Kevin. We got Miller in the house. How you doing?
Doing well. It's nice to have the whole gang back.
Here we go. That is for sure. Kcon, how we doing?
Doing great. Good to be back after a 2-week hiatus.
Awesome. We got Andrew. What's up, man?
Yo. Super stoked to be here and chat some golf again. Let's do it.
Yeah. It was a big tournament weekend last weekend. A lot of good players we saw, a lot of sandbaggers out there that we saw. But it was really kind of nice to get to feel some pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the fans caught kind of our post-round interviews. We did a little bonus pod that got a lot of views as well. So I think a lot of the fans were following that Costa Mesa City Championship tournament. Notable names, that were Ryan Knapp. This is Jake Knapp's older brother, was in the lead after day one.
Yeah.
Goes a little flat.
-6.
-6 day one. Goes a little flat on day two with a even par 72. Ends up missing the win by 3 strokes. The winner, Bradley Smolinski, ended up with a 67 on day two. So he went 66, 67 for a -9 finish. So there you have it.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Very impressive.
That's our goal for next year, guys. -9 over 2 days.
Yeah, and we all played that course, and it was not easy. I think Lagos played a little easier if you were in the fairways, because the rough was gnarly the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It was
The rough
grabbing
around
your
the
club.
greens was gnarly.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere on the course, it would just grab your club, and you had to hit it differently than you've ever had to play that course if you weren't in the fairway and the green. So I think to shoot 9 under was a big task. Mesa Linda pins, you had to be in the right spot. So tough weekend. I think we did pretty well as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was pretty cool to see red numbers for Kcon birdies.
Day one, not day two.
Yeah, but still, there's not
day
that
one,
many.
you got
Yeah, that was
promise,
impressive.
dude. Into 15, you were -3 off the lead.
I know.
But
that's how close, man. Like, actually,
It's how easy it can. You see the pros do it too. They go, Tony Finau went like 8 birdies, 1 bogey on the front 9, and all pars on the back 9.
Yeah.
Today.
right.
Dang,
It's
I picked him in the one and done. Let's go.
Who was the low round in the Wyndham? Did Bo Hostler hold on?
Oh, yeah.
For solo
Yep.
lead. Wow.
What, are you shooting 9 under?
Yeah.
Jeez. In one day? That's nuts.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Wow.
But no, I mean, it was pretty cool, man, to have Kcon in, with a red number by his name, But it's like, it's a 2-day tournament, right? I mean, even Knapp, experienced that on day 2. So
I mean, and it just like you have to score day one, and I mean, like you saw the winner,
-4.
essentially, -4. Then I mean, a 67 on Lagos is fantastic, but I mean, you're really not. Like some of the guys could go 6 under, and I guess he went 5 under day 2. I think that's probably more rare, but I mean, Lagos was just so much harder. It really. I mean, Kevin Hammond, you seem to have like your PR round that day, but why don't you tell us what was working?
I beat Kcon actually in the tournament on day 2, which is crazy to me. But I watched how it happened. I mean, I was in the cart with him. It's like he had so many putts that. Could have made all the difference.
Oh, definitely.
So
That
that
could have saved at least 3 strokes and also given me momentum. So,
yeah, it's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. No, I hit the driver. I didn't hit the driver day 1, so I just groomed my swing, and it's in a good place right now. I'm pretty stoked for like US Am Tour Nationals. We got a US Am Tour on Sunday at Dana Point, so it's a beautiful course.
Is that at Monarch?
Yeah, at Monarch. Yep.
Wow.
So I mean, I mean, I don't. It was a good exercise for me. My game's in a good place. I practiced today. The touch feels good. I don't know. Golf's a funny game, man. Because I couldn't have. You talked to me a month ago, and I would not be speaking like this. So
I would say, I mean, dude, like for most of the year, you've had your trials and tribulations. This hasn't, I feel like, been your best season on the ZPGA. But I mean, what a way to get out of the tournament with a 79.
Yeah.
That was.
for sure.
You made 3 putts from over 30.
Mm-hmm.
You had the chip in when I thought you were effed and gonna get like a 6.
The sand,
yeah,
the sand
yeah.
shot. Yeah.
I thought you were plugged. I think you were in a rake line, but no, but dude, I mean, some of the best golf I've seen you play in a while.
Save bogey when I actually was full fried egg. Actually got it out and 2-putted.
Dude,
That par 3, yeah.
That was crazy. And then even the other par 3, the day, I guess it was the day before on Linda, like you were in the trees, you came across and you made a putt across the green.
Oh yeah, that was
know?
crazy.
Yeah, his putting was insane.
Yeah.
I think your flat stick, I mean, I thought mine was hot. It definitely was day one, but no, see, even the par on 17, that
was a
save,
hell of a
like I
putt,
thought I was
yeah.
going to gain 2 or 3 strokes on you.
Yeah.
Ended up just pushing.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is to just keep grooming the swing to, not have to make those for par, to maybe some more are birdies, but no, I mean, golf, it just, dude, it's just one of those days where the game gives back a little bit.
Yeah. Well, here, let me take a spin too. I mean, Andrew, I feel like I almost could have taken you on day one. What happened on Linda?
Oh,
I was expecting you to be by Connors, and I was tracking you until the final 3 holes.
Yeah, in my post-round interview after the second day, I kind of mentioned it, but fatigue just got me. I was up late the night before.
That's right. You played a show at the Troubadour?
Yeah, it was sick to do that.
Which is epic, by the way.
Yeah, and it did suck because I had to leave right away, pretty much. But I did have to get home and rest up for the round at 9:30. And I'd pretty much say that through 4 holes, I was like hyper focused. I was like in the game. And then it just lost it. Started fading energy wise. And that just kind of killed me throughout the rest of the round because it was not a course you could just walk through. Like normally, Linda plays where you can kind of just hit it and miss in the right spots and you'll make par. But it was not that case during the tournament. So just not having that extra focus and energy killed me for sure on day one.
Did you end up going mallet or
I went mallet, and dude, it was the best choice I could have made. Basically, I was practicing with the blade, and it was just not the way it was setting up to the ball, the way it was swinging did not feel right. And I grabbed the mallet that morning, hit like 3 practice putts, and then I basically didn't miss a single putt on day one that was makeable, except maybe a couple birdies. But then, I'd say it was just a good choice, for me for this weekend.
Yeah. I mean,
just those 5-footers that I could guarantee were going in if I lined it up right. So
yeah. No, I mean, it's interesting. You're one of the only players I know that has both and is comfortable with both. Where you can actually switch around.
I
say most people switching putters or head cases.
True.
But you seem to have a good balance
decision.
with it.
He maintains scratch doing so. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's strategic. I feel like coming from you, but I see other guys just switching into labs and going back to Scotty's.
Yeah,
getting a tailor-made spider. Yeah,
it's kind of like when
on it. It's like a Hot Wheels car.
When you have the option to do that, then you start thinking a little bit less strategical about it, and it's more like, oh, this is going to save my game. It's like, no, you should be able to figure it out with your current putter, but for a tournament, like that's the kind of decision the pros make each week. A lot of them switch putters, and they're great putters.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say Miller, day one, you're playing some of the best golf I've seen you play. But now I'm realizing with tournaments like this, it feels so much better to finish strong than to start strong. Because I'm on like a high, and then you're just kind of.
I mean,
I'll
say
a bad
this.
day too, and it's like, oh man.
I'll say this: when I went home day one, the high was strong. I mean, I thought I mean, played at just to like the top, the best part of my handicap. Like by the way, the guys we played with saw some great golf. I mean, like you weren't in one of the shots of the day, but I mean, I think it was essentially you and I played like the front nine tied. From what maybe it was one stroke
not
off.
only tied the same score on every hole.
Yeah. And the funny thing is the way I got there was a lot different than the way you got there. Like I went over a green on another hole, like saved bogey. I saved par by like a 60-degree flop downhill, rolled next to the hole. And then I think, dude, when 10 came and I pulled out the 29-degree, like what's it, like 140 kind of into the wind.
Yeah, but right.
When I hit that ball, I felt like Shane Lowry or something. I like threw up the hands. I thought it might drop in the hole, and then drilled that birdie putt. Then went back to back, missed an eagle putt, tapped in for birdie. I knew after that I was like, I'm gonna dominate the rest of this round. But I ended up like having a pretty good finish, but could have got one or two more. But no, it was fun. I mean, but yeah, day two, a test of faith. Like.
Well, yeah, I want to talk about kind of in these tournaments. It's very likely that especially people with our handicaps that we face kind of a do or die moment in certain holes, and mine ended up happening on day one. I pulled the drive left on 11, and that was like probably the thickest rough in the course.
Dude, tell us about that too. You went into a ditch or like a divot.
Yeah,
and then
so
it rolled back.
So the the
player going the other way.
Yeah, so a divot, has it's like a carpet, right? That's kind of and it folds up, and it sometimes it stays calf connected. So it was just a flop of divot.
You didn't replace.
And my ball ended up under his connected flop, not free, not disconnected, so I couldn't lift it up. You're
almost explaining it wrong though. It's like you have the divot, and the person playing was going that way. Oops, sorry, that way.
Mm-hmm.
And your ball ended up underneath
on the inside,
the flap this way.
Right, right.
My
gosh. How does your ball end up on that?
Yeah,
because the guy didn't pat it down. That's
but it ended up on the
didn't.
opposite side of the flop.
The crazy part too is like the rules official was like right there. Just
I had two rules officials too, and they're like, is that possibly embedded? Like it might, and he has me like pick it up. They like look under it, and I'm just like holding the ball, and like they're like, that doesn't look embedded. Put it back. I'm like, okay. Like put it back. We have to like put the flap back on over it. It was like, they were like, they didn't know what to do. I've never seen rules officials confused almost. They're like, I've never seen anything like this. It's not, in a divot's one thing. Like we get that. Like you can still kind of hit this ball was somehow ended up like umbrellaed over by a divot.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I considered. Remember, I don't have a caddy, so like really, I can't get advice from anyone. I considered the unplayable lie, and I ended up just hacking into it really hard.
You still moved it 50 yards. It was
probably less,
a
little bit less,
like 20 yards onto the
20 yards onto the fairway. So it was ended up better. Then then the pressure, then your head's going a million miles an hour. So I got to go. I need to go hybrid to make it there, over all the bunkers. It ends up to the right.
And by the way, hold up. Usually, let me say this. When you go to the right on 11, usually you kind of fall down the hill. You're in between two trees, and you kind of chip up and maybe don't have the height. Tell us about the unique situation you found
so the next
in.
shot ends up on the side base of a large tree.
On the other side.
The backside,
the backside of a tree with a thorn that's connected. Again, this is like the theme of that hole was like, it wasn't like a, what's the word for the
loose impediment?
Loose impediment, right. It was not loose impediment. A connected thorn that goes around its own tree that's part of its own self, like a little finger of a thorn, like a large finger, is holding the ball onto the tree.
Dude, I've never seen anything like it. You couldn't have placed the ball better
like a
than
foot
that.
in the air too.
Yeah.
Oh
holds
my
it
God.
up in the air. So my only shot is to do a left-handed shot and just hit the thorn basically to
Yeah.
hope to launch the ball out. So again, I considered unplayable lie again, and I go, no, I think I can just like advance it. But it's like, dude, these when you don't take the unplayable and you decide to hit it, these are do or die moments. You're going like, dude, if I screw this up, then I have to take an unplayable maybe next. Like, to really waste another shot. So yeah, left-handed shot, pop it out a little bit to then
you get like 10 yards to the right.
Yeah,
right?
to then be able to chip and like play the whole kind of, try to play it normally and end up with an 8. But yeah, I mean that was a big 3 strokes on a par 5. It's like you're basically given 4 to 5 back on the field.
Dude, you almost gave me 5 right there too, because that eagle putt was 10 to 11 feet off the green. I just hit it short.
Yeah,
going,
I mean definitely. Yep. You had a great second shot there. But so then
actually, let me tell that story just for the fans. But I hit a great drive, went over the hill behind the tree. The guys with us, by the way, modern day alumni, right? What was his name?
Nathan.
Him and his boy and his kid or something are like sitting behind me, and then I pull out the 7-wood. I'm like, it's time to talk to the wind, boys. or green light special, because I think I was like 205 out. And so the tree is straight ahead of me, like 20 or 30 yards. I aim a tad right. I'm like, I'm gonna swing it around, and they're like just watching me from the hill. So I just connect, like perfect shot. Literally whispers past the tree, starts to hook, like beautiful shot, hits the top of the sand trap, runs over it, rolls on the other, that back kind of side of that high sand trap. And then I'm putting for eagle. But no, but dude, I mean, I'll just say the tournament was great. Costa Mesa does a great job. And I mean, it was a lot of fun. I think, Connors, you had our best shot at winning it in probably all time for the crew here.
Dude, I was inside like freaking out, going crazy, like we're gonna be following someone tomorrow. Like this is.
I know.
Crazy.
I was hoping,
because top 9 is all you needed to get that. But I want to hear about Miller's trials and tribulation hole that hit you, the golf gods. And I had to really, I had to realize in my head, I'm like, it's gonna happen to like everyone, and it's just my time. But keep positive. And I think I did a good job of that. And then day 2 on hole 3, your second shot,
dude. That the worst part is like I kind of hole 1 I think was a 7. Like I overhit the green on 3 and then kind of had to like survive it around. But then I birdied with you on hole 2, which I don't normally birdie. So I thought like, oh, it's gonna be an okay day. Just gotta kind of survive. The third hole, I go through the tree, still get it about 200 out. And then I don't know what happened, but the same 7-wood. No, it was the 3-wood the first time. I hook it, and by the way, like I'm pretty sure it went in the bushes.
Yeah.
I don't know
I know
where
it
else
did.
it went.
It had to have. Yeah.
Because the second shot went the same spot, and it ended up being on the other side of the hill. But no, I mean, dude, I had to go back. Then I hit the same kind of shot.
So just for the listeners, we couldn't. It went in the bush area, and we looked for it for 3 minutes and couldn't find it.
No, couldn't find it, and I kind of knew after I checked behind the planter box that if I didn't see it up front, didn't see it out back, the group of golf, you guys all helped me look, but I knew I was fucked like right then. I was like, once I didn't find it on the backside,
we checked every bush.
But no, but after that you have to go back. So I go back, hit the same shot. I kind of know the hole's going to be what it's going to be. I was trying to target like an 8, but or even maybe a 7, but I made mistakes because of where I was on the repeat shot. I had the sand, and I tried to play conservative. Just made a bunch of little mistakes. But yeah, that was it.
You were against a tree as well on the.
Oh yeah.
After your drop shot, you hit it over to the left, and then you're by a tree.
No, and I had to pop it out. No, you're exactly right. That was what it was 4, and then 5, and then 6 short, 7 past, missed 8, tap in 9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, dude, it happens, and it happened on a hole that I would say is hard, but it's kind of like you just get your hand thrown. I will say that wasn't the end of the match for me. I feel like I ended up, I think it kind of hurt a lot on 8 when I hit the tree off the tee, because I thought I had kind of embraced the storm. I parred, I bogeyed, then parred after the 9, and then I'm like, I bogeyed then the hard par 3, and I'm like, dude, if I can just get through this plus 10, I'm fine. I ended up getting through the front 9 at plus 12. But if I could have gotten out at plus 10, I was like, dude, who cares? You know?
Yeah.
And look, I'll say this. I still shot a 90 with the 9.
Exactly.
Which isn't terrible, but you can't have that in a tournament. Like, you shot 79. I realistically was targeting like an 85, which for me, like my PR on Lagos is 83. But no, it's a tough course, man. But I mean, you got to stay with it. You guys were encouraging me to stay with it, and actually finished out the final 3 holes -1. So
yeah,
exactly.
You were on the give up train, and then you went birdie, almost birdie again.
Yeah.
By the way,
No, I think that's an important concept. You know, at these tournaments, you see people, you know, they kind of know they're in the back of the pack, and it's so easy to just get frustrated and kind of give up. Yeah. You know, and we noticed that on 16, and I remember me and Kcon were like Miller, stay in this. It is, you know, stay in it. Not only we needed you to stay in it for us too, but it was really for yourself ultimately, because look what you did. You beat us all on the last 3 holes shooting -1. It was like an impressive. You just kind of snapped out of it and forgot about the past, and were like, I'm just going to finish strong, and that's what got you that 90. Was doing that, or else you go, then you blow up more, and that's what. And people just like snowball, and it feels kind of good to give up because you don't have to push yourself anymore, and then but then it feels worse because you shoot such a high score, then you just blow up more.
I'll say this too. I think it was like on 15, the 230 par 3, me making that bogey putt was a mental save, because I was like, you know, I thought I was going to double that, and then when we went to 16, your encouragement helped, and then by the way, my second shot on that was my best approach of the entire, I think, tournament, from like 150 or less. And I had a great drive. I feel like I had the right kind of cut on it. I feel like I went like 250, 260. I feel like I was one of the farther drives on that. And then I just drilled like a 9-iron 136. I put it right at the flag, made the birdie. And then the next hole, like, had another Shane Lowry moment. By the way, that shot was on line of the pin from the divot. Just rolled a little right. Missed the birdie, but parred. And then, no. I mean, dude, it's tough, especially, you know, day 2. You know, I will say I think the surf golf strategy, Zen did work, but I mean, I was gassed.
Yeah.
Especially after we walked day 1. I fell asleep, I think Sunday night at like 8:00. But no, I appreciate the encouragement. I think it's tough when even my best tournament ever, the Big Canyon member guest, 2024 with the shot heard around Newport with my hole in 1. We blew up day 3. We survived 2 days, and then day 3 it was wheels off the wagon. I think it's just really hard for any amateur or even like, you know, competitive golfer to just go that consistently. And I think it speaks to the pros who do it week in and week out like it's nothing. But
I'm curious Andrew's thoughts, and if Andrew, if you had any kind of do or die holes.
Yeah, I would say when it comes to the energy, I've already mentioned that, how like it's so easy to get exhausted, and it's just once the wheels fall off, it's really hard to put them back on. I think time and resetting is the only way out of that, and everyone has their own way of it. Do or die holes, that's a good question. I'd say it was just mediocre golf. I just kept hitting these like shots that I thought would start at the left of green and cut to the center, but they'd start at the center of the green and then they'd cut to the right fringe or rough, and that just bit me in the ass like 3 too many times. I'd say on the back 9, what happened here? Gosh, I'd have to look at my scorecard to see the high scores, but I don't think I had worse than a double. So there were no
so
like,
really
super awful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did have one. Now I remember. Hole 15 on Linda. I hit my driver. I'm trying to play like a cut to land it right at the green. At this point, I'm pretty far over par, so I'm like, okay, let's get it near the green. once again starts straight and just fades all the way to the tee box of number 5. And we go over there, we look for it, cannot find it.
Whoa.
And I'm like, dude, this
No, but you lost the ball?
yes, I go, this must have gone through the fence. Like,
Oh my
Did
God.
you have to go back to the tee?
yeah, so I drive
Oh,
back
wow.
after 3 minutes. I
Whoa.
drive back, hit a 5-iron in a shit spot, have to hit a punch 7-iron over that little fairway bunker thing.
Yeah.
And then end up behind the green, hit a really sick flop shot, lands on the green and goes like 6 feet by, and I make that putt for double.
Whoa.
Nice.
And,
What a save.
It was
With
a
a
huge
lost
save.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, but one thought I did have that I'm curious anyone's opinion is that when you are struggling on the course, if you were to take, often we have 2 choices to make, especially on short game, like, oh, should I hit the flop shot or should I hit like the bump and run? And the answer is almost always bump and run.
Yeah.
But when you're struggling and like even bump and runs feel hard, why not take the fun shot that you never get to hit because you maybe choose the more conservative
No,
choice? And it's
I'm still
not
not
every
trying to
time,
blow
but
up.
just for a couple. Yeah, but but I guess it's once you get to the point of you're out of control of anything, just taking a couple shots to reset the fun part of the game, which is like having fun out there, making swings at, do something to the ball, hit a different curved shot, like just something. that
I
gets you out of
pray
the
that
rut.
to never hit a flop in a tournament like once, but
Dude,
sometimes you have to. But I
Well, look, I
hope
Andrew,
to
you're
God
onto
I don't have
something.
to.
You're onto something. I mean, the right way is to play the conservative out, but when you're almost like on a ledge, and you're looking out, like you might as well like just go for broke. And
Yeah.
I feel like I had 1 or 2 of those moments because probably the time I got the 9, I thought I'd go conservative, and then I just kept going down and deeper
True.
into the hole.
That is what
That's
happened.
my-
And by the way,
point.
I should have after I got this shit off the tree, I should have just 60'd and worst case been effed in the
Center of
trap
the green.
because I still ended up having 3 shots after.
Mhm.
But
That-
to Andrew's point, it's almost if you can make it fun, and look, you have 50-50 shot that goes bad, right? But if it goes good, it could be like the turn of the tide, and
Yeah.
that's I think what it was for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's mainly because I tried it and it worked, at least in the sense that I hit the shot well, and then it built this confidence of, oh, I do have control over this hard shot, so now I can go do this easy 3-iron tee shot and be fine. So it's just an idea that randomly go ahead and hit the fun shot. Don't stick yourself to be conservative the entire time, thinking it's your only way.
Right. I mean, it's like, what's the worst thing that can happen at a certain point?
Exactly.
Like
it
when you're-
lowers.
I think
lowers the
I think
risk.
there's a truth to that. Like if you're out of it, and you're screwed, you might as well just go for it and see what you're made of. And also, I mean, you're likely just to have a good shot every few shots, right? It's kind of
It almost doesn't matter.
it's kind of like a 30%, or kind of a coin toss odd. Might as well just go for it.
Yeah. Test the odds out a little
Yeah.
bit. The game's got to
and
get back at some point.
Sometimes it works better than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Something to
crazy.
try.
I had no idea you had to go back to the tee. That's
Yeah.
That's a
I
tough
remember
spot
that.
to lose a ball, man. Like that.
Off the tee.
Usually it doesn't. Usually it just goes on that tee box. But like I said, I was starting everything right of what I thought my target line was.
yeah.
I just didn't get to hit balls for very long before the round because I
Mm.
got there probably too late. So I didn't, and I bought alignment sticks in the pro shop right before the tee time.
You're crazy.
And
Wow.
I was like, I used it for putting and it helped, but I didn't get a chance to use them on the range. So that's
Oh, no.
essentially why I was misaligned all day.
Yeah. I mean,
Sucks.
it's such a big kind of, it's our yearly tournament at our home course. So it's like, how it's going to test you and how prepared are you, and did you do everything right and figure it out? So at least we get another chance with our USA Am Tour Nationals. I can't wait for that because I feel like we had so much experience last year that we're going to do more things right than last year. So
Hey, by the way, I'll say too. I think it's for the viewers as well. It was good too. Like all the homies played like JB, Gil. I mean, and by the way too, like in my head too, I think that's what helped me finish holes. I was like, I'm not losing these guys on Lagos.
Yeah.
Like, but we almost need like Bryce. Like
Everyone's got to play.
we need the whole crew to play. And by the way, I think we all sign up together in the future. I think that was
turn
a good
in the form
strategy.
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah,
That did
that
work
was
well.
great. But here, let's keep it going.
Okay, so next-
just because, by the way, I think it was a good talk, but and
Until
I think
next year.
Kcon, you led us. Great work. Yeah, I know you struggled
Thank
day
you.
2, but
Yeah.
day 1, as good as I was, it was good to see you lead in the top 10 for a second. But
Yeah.
but yeah,
Kcon, great job. You let us dream a little bit there. It was pretty fun to watch that on day 1 till you get within
Yeah,
three of
-3 at one point was surreal, to be honest.
your PR's -4 on the course, right?
Yep, and I was
Okay,
I was
that's what
pushing
I
it.
thought.
You were on your
pushing
way. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I just that was like we were living in a dream right there. It was so cool because it's like to do it that day,
And,
to do it on
was
the tournament. Like, my
shots
God.
what happened is just like, wait, is this? It's like, okay, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, that's good again. Like, and then a lot of it was landing the ball like on the front of the green and letting it roll all the way to the back. And my distances on that were so freaking perfect. It was insane. Like,
Yeah.
there were so many times where the other guy, Nathan, was just like, you're really going to like that. And I get up there, I'm like, oh gosh, it's a tap-in for birdie? Hell yeah. Like,
Dude, hold up. The funniest part too is after the first 2 or 3 holes, I thought to myself, like, dude, I might beat Connors today. Dude.
oh yeah,
Like,
you guys
started off.
Yeah,
I
it wasn't
was-
like a hot
I-
start at all.
Yeah, no,
bogeyed the
dude.
first 2 holes. You guys were parring and bogeying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, dude, what was
Like a
it on?
switch
Eagle on
flipped.
5.
On 5, you like eagle easily. Like,
Yeah,
I
it was
think
a
you
tough
read
putt,
my
but
chip. But,
yeah, I read your chip. That's what it was.
No, but dude, seeing that eagle, I think I said out loud, I'm like, dude, he just erased like the
Yeah.
whole,
Oh, yeah.
the whole first few holes.
And
you
then
know?
now I'm entering
Yeah.
like the birdie zone, which is like
Exactly.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Not necessarily 10, but 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that was fun to watch, man. Well, here, let's go to live. So
Well, we got
If you- go. You got it.
next
You got it.
topic is actually TPC Westwood. So
hold on.
there's these guys on social media
Yes.
that hit golf balls in the middle of the night in like downtown LA, like
Yes.
in the city. They're hitting golf balls, and sometimes they hit like a billboard. Other times you have no idea where they end up.
No, hold on. Yeah, so Over the Top Final Boss. Okay, it's a meme account of I think Gen Z guys on Phil Mickelson, and literally they're playing downtown LA North Course. Okay, never heard of it. Okay, but it's literally like looking down the 110. They're teeing off. The guy's like, "Hey, 310 out. What are you hitting?" Like a 6-iron, and they're like, "Hey, can we get a wind check?" And you see like a vape come out, a little smoke. He's like, no wind, go for it. Or I can't remember what it is. But no, by the way, we got to talk about it. I mean, I'd first say it's completely reckless and dangerous, and it's a second away from being arrested and getting a felony. But as I was talking pre-show, I'm like, maybe it's just AI, right? Like,
Could be.
but I don't think it is. Those balls sound real.
Yeah.
It looks pretty real, man.
But
does.
Kevin Connors, you don't like these kids, right? Or
I think it's funny. I think I'm with you. I think it's like on the borderline of the reckless and stupid. And
I know,
just
it's
like,
100%.
It's pretty. It's out there. I get it. They're making good clips. They're making viral stuff. I mean, it reminds me of like the teen takeovers or whatever people have
Yeah.
been doing, like they did in Newport Beach. But I don't know. Someone's
forget.
gonna get messed up from it. If it's
no,
real.
I mean
It's funny if they
yeah.
only do like 3 of them, right? And then it just
if it's
lives
like-
on
But
as
then if
those
you have a
clips.
lot of people going out and doing this, it's like this
That's
could be bad.
the
It could be like the
problem.
Tide Pods,
That's the
Oh,
problem. Is
yeah.
other
Whoa.
kids are gonna try it.
Take us back.
People are going to start hitting golf balls all over the place.
Yeah,
No, I know.
exactly.
I think it's
Not just off the
extremely-
pier.
Like I'll be straight. I'm surprised they haven't been arrested. Like they teed it up on. I think they called it TPC Rodeo.
Yeah, exactly. It's
They're on
funny.
Rodeo
It's just-
Drive, Beverly Hills. By the way, high cop concentration area, right by the station. Less than a mile by the crow flies. No, they're crazy. And then, I mean, dude, I mean, it's definitely a laugh as a viewer, but it's entirely dangerous and should be condemned. But
If it's AI, it's really good because the driver sparks and everything when it hits the ground.
Well, yeah,
gotta be
my
real.
thought was like, the shot is real, but the ball is AI. But again, I'm just thinking if they're not getting arrested or something, maybe this is all just.
Well, you don't hear
some
like
prank.
them hitting buildings or cars or anything. Which
You do
is,
hear buildings.
Sometimes you hear.
I feel like I watched
stuff.
a few of them and I was like, I don't hear anything, but.
Dude, you definitely, like on one, they all three teed up. You see one guy hook left.
Oh yeah, it ends
And-
on that. It's like bam, and it's like cut.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, there you go.
they ran.
He missed.
I don't care much for buildings. That's fine. You
No,
can-
Kevin, when you bring this up, you got to put one of the videos in the chat. Like it's ridiculous. No downwind, no hurt. You know.
Yeah. No, I'll overlay a video. I mean,
Okay.
it's pretty.
The one I sent to, that's the best one. It's just crazy. If I guess it kind of like taking aside the danger, it kind of is like a Andrew. I almost want your literature to come in here, but I'll give it a try myself. It's almost a metaphor or an allegory on urban civilization and golf, and our lives within it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
it.
attempted. I think you
no,
could
it
take
pulls.
it. Yeah.
No, it pulls this nature kind of thing into this urban empire,
Yeah.
and it's like showing how like, hey, there's not a single blade of grass in this urban center, and we should have more parks. That
Yeah,
could
true.
be
Hey,
what it's claiming.
way to spin it for the Environmental Protection Agency and National Park Service. I love it. No, but thank you for that.
Well said.
But look, they should be arrested, and I'm shocked they aren't. And I guess the cue ball is if they're just using AI for the shot.
These are
props to them to like be able to post it and like not get caught or anything like that. So
These are kids
Surprised-
making videos where they're
will.
hitting the golf ball in downtown LA, down a street with super tall buildings next to them, and no concern for it's not like they are doing it in the middle of the night. There's less
yeah, clearly it's 4 a.m.
There's less
Yeah.
pedestrians out, certainly,
Yeah.
but I mean you could still could be someone out there, walking.
I just think it's crazy. Like, I guess the cops don't know about it, but because they only have I think 5,000 followers, but even after you do that and you're filming it, and they clearly have like a stand or something, right? You gotta like walk around with a golf club until you get in a car. Like, and the cops are usually around these places, so it must be like 4 or 5 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah. They're. I mean, you can get away with a little bit. Apparently, it's not that surprising. But all right, moving on. Big news here. LIV Golf has an investor. Who is the investor? They're not telling us yet.
they're not saying.
This
Citadel.
This is the news of the week, everyone. LIV Golf has an investor. They say it's going to survive. The investment round is going to close in September, supposedly.
Yep.
It's going to be a new format, 10 events, 5 in the U.S., 5 international events. But I have a lot of questions, right? Who's going to stay?
Yeah, so let's
Right.
talk about that. So the top golfers were offered equity, right? So actual.
I've heard a
piece
lot of people
the pie.
joking, like, what is equity of a bankrupt company,
Of
of a
$0.
$0?
I mean,
Do you have to
you'd be
pay to get
surprised.
equity?
You'd be surprised what these like finance people can do with debt and equity and combined to value. But look, like a lot, I guess my point is a lot of them were offered equity, and it's kind of a radio silence back to the LIV management camp. That's what I'm hearing. Like some players are kind of accepting it, but a lot of players have been exploring options, and LIV had to follow up this week on the equity participation, which they pretty much also had no strings attached on it. I don't know. I've been reading in, but I don't know. I mean, they've consumed. Let's just be straight. LIV Golf since 2022 has consumed $5.3 billion. I don't think it's delivered more value than that. It still is a sinking ship, even if 300 mil comes in to literally run 10 events.
Right.
Doesn't seem like it's enough.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know they're making it more attractive for players to stay, but right, you have guys like Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, Cameron Smith.
I don't know if those guys have responded, I think is what I'm
No,
hearing,
of course they
but,
haven't.
Yeah.
And are, LIV is allowing players to play other events, but are other events allowing people to play LIV? That's like the real, kicker. Like, stay on and play a couple events or whatever, but then if that prevents them from getting status anywhere else, which is what currently is the problem, right? They have to like take these breaks and pay penalties to get back on these tours. So does the restructure now become friendly with the tour all of a sudden? I just don't see that. I'm not hearing or seeing that, right? I don't see why those players would stay.
If it's no longer going to be owned or heavily paid for by Saudi Arabia, I would say potentially there could be some negotiations. I don't know. I just feel like that was a big contentious point.
Yeah, it was.
Of this whole thing.
Probably the contentious point. Yeah.
Right. And I think we've not avoided the topic, but while they were running it, who knows what was running LIV, right? But I think if that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not that serious, but there were reasons.
But listen, man, as long as you're going to call it LIV, there's always going to be the historical connotation that that's what it started as. And so it's going to be hard to not rename it or something and think that, now the PGA is just going to allow these players to go, you want to skip the Wyndham this week? Go ahead, go play a LIV event. Yeah, we'll just hold on to your card for you. It'll be waiting here for you when you get back, I don't know. I just don't see that.
Probably not.
I see LIV becoming kind of a tour like a lot of those other professional tours out there that the Hooters tour back in the day, right? There's just these
turn back the clock.
Yeah, but I mean these professional tours that no one really talks about where they can make $700, and it's just a grind. I mean, that's what it seems like it's becoming. I know the 5 international events. Those were popular because of the big names. You could go see Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
So if they can't keep big names, then this just becomes right, just like any other professional tour out there.
I agree.
One thing I did see today on ESPN was that they have now all the rights for all the CW sports. So all CW sports are going to be broadcasted on ESPN, which I figure was exact same timing as them getting an investor for LIV Golf. So
you think ESPN's doing it?
But I thought Fox.
Let's guess out loud.
No, I'm just saying that that was probably part of like the deal. It was like, okay, also CW is going to sign on with ESPN.
I mean,
but now it's Fox, though. Now it's on Fox Sports in the USA.
But then why would CW join with them? What else is on CW?
It's a good question.
Nothing.
I have no clue. The only thing was LIV. That's the only thing I've ever heard of in the past 2 years.
I mean, dude, One Tree Hill was on the CW last time.
Yeah, that's not a sporting event.
Well, hey, hold up. They had basketball, okay?
Who has their AI app?
Who's watched One Tree Hill? There's been some intense basketball.
Can we get a readout on that ESPN CW deal? Because
I'm getting it.
That's some really interesting news that I think we need to talk. At least
college sports. I guess maybe that's what they're going with.
But let's give like a full headline of that.
I got you. We got Grok up here. We're running cursor. Just letting her rip.
Yeah, so Kev, you're right. They really did go full to Fox for LIV.
Right. That new contract, the new TV contract was.
I wasn't sure if that was just for the international events or if that was for everyone.
But I want a whole readout with a preface on this ESPN thing, because there's something to that.
Just off the bat, I see there's college sports. So
what is their college sports? I'm saying I need the whole story.
Men's and women's basketball. That's all it says. Football and basketball games, men's and women's.
I don't know what you're talking about anymore. So.
I don't speak English, sir. Dude, I'm trying to get something. I got Claude running now. We had a little issue with one of the harnesses. ESPN CW Sports Right 2026. All right, so ESPN CW Network struck a deal, streaming partnerships, content simulcast, ESPN app. It is NASCAR O'Reilly Series, men's, women's college basketball for the ACC Pac-12 Mountain West, PBR bull riding, AVP volleyball, WWE, NXT, CW keeps ad sales, ESPN gets streaming reach. Live Golf isn't a part of the deal.
No
Golf
live
isn't covered in the sports.
No live golf on
Yeah.
the ESPN CW
So I was
deal.
mistaken, but I just thought
I mean, it was a
ironic.
good look, by the way. It's
No, it was-
interesting insight.
I
Because
thought it was
we-
ironic that it happened at the same time. Like so.
No, it could be related. I mean, like all these
All this
these
stuff
companies
is-
are so
yeah.
wrapped together, right?
Yeah.
Like there's essentially 3 monopolies now in entertainment, right? I mean, Netflix, Paramount, Warner, then Disney. Yeah, technically you have NBC on the side, but
That's just such an interesting point that the CW will keep the advertising. So essentially, CW is selling to ESPN so they can just drive a ton of traffic that they
Yeah.
already have, and then the CW is just like, well, we'll just make money on ads.
well, they
We're
have the deal
fine.
with those
Yeah,
sports
they have the
programs,
deal.
so they're just getting better distribution,
Yep.
more eyeballs, higher ad sales.
And you know
right?
ESPN runs their stuff at the bottom. They're going to get you in their world. You know,
Mhm.
like it's not like
Yeah.
ESPN can't put an ESPN ad up too.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But-
they're going to have stuff on the,
It's
obviously
integrated.
CW is going to be on the field. It's going to be the booth. It's then going to be the broadcast, and ESPN's going to surround the broadcast, right?
Mhm.
As you mentioned.
Yeah. No. We got to be looking in. I mean, when Liv's not going to announce the investor, it's like we got to be looking into everything.
Let's guess. I
you
want to
know,
put some guesses
so.
out. I want to be on the record. I think it's not Tommy Fleetwood and Blackstone. I'm guessing it's one of these like private equity sports groups.
Like the Dodgers group.
Kind of.
Which the Red Sox one that owns?
Yeah.
Arsenal?
NESN.
That in Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up, but Connors, that's what I'm thinking. It's
Yeah,
someone
gotta
like
be,
that.
It's got to be one of those two that are already in sports.
Like it would have been like a Wasserman Media until Casey Wasserman got exposed with Jeff Epstein and then had to like resign to keep the 2028 Olympics. Okay, Arctos Partners, right? Redbird Capital, which owns Fenway Sports Group, Liverpool, and
Liverpool is
AC
the one.
Milan. Silver Lake, maybe. I don't think Silver Lake. Yeah, but Connors, I think, yeah. Arctos Partners, Redbird Capital. I could see an Apollo kind of coming in. Again, buying at pennies on the dollars, right?
Yep, exactly. And you have
Dynasty
all these.
Sports. I wouldn't be shocked, too, if you hear, like, the Fertitta brothers, right? Like, you know, they're the UFC owners now, but they like good deals, right?
Yeah.
Look, I just want to call out someone on this list is going to be called. It's not Goldman Sachs. It's not a big bank. It's too risky. It's got to be one of these kind of like specialized firms that has kind of been dominating.
And you're saying
sports.
it has to be American. Is that the idea here?
I would say, I mean, I would think Western, American,
Yeah.
or European.
Yeah, definitely
I
Western,
don't think this is a kind of Middle Eastern investment again. I think they've all watched and seen it burn. So I
Yeah.
don't think it's kind of Saudi or anything, MENA, if you're thinking like kind of markets. I think it's US or UK,
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I would think so too. Hey, what are like the penalties for the Saudi Arabia fund withdrawing? Like,
You can sue. So you can sue. You could sue the Saudis for pulling out, but then you'd go to court in Saudi Arabia. So
yeah,
that's
So
that's
good
what
luck.
it is.
yep, exactly.
And welcome to your barracks,
Welcome to the deal you signed.
But no, that was a thing. Like they mentioned that, that's what's so kind of messed up about the whole thing.
Well, dude, I mean,
is-
you're just in the royal family.
They-
Ibn Saud's family's Arabia.
That they're gonna play by their own rules so much that there's no such thing as suing them because they're like, yeah, come on down, come on down to court, and give us your case,
Yeah.
And then they're like, you're in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia now, buddy. Like,
By the way,
not
you
gonna
know what's
win
really interesting, by the way? I want to see like an Excel one day or some kind of chart of what everyone signed and what everyone got and how many tournaments they won. like, do we really think like Brooks Koepka like walked away with like 100 mil from like 3 or 4
I think
years?
he got 100 mil for sure.
Do you think?
But didn't he walk early, or he finished his
No,
contract?
I mean, I think
he finished his
signed for like
contract.
200 something though.
I just heard guys like Romer owed like 100 mil still.
150
Okay,
for Rom
okay.
is
I
what it
heard.
says.
I heard the guys
Like,
that
by the way, I just
round
don't know if
one
those numbers
No, so
actually
round.
came to life.
So round
Yeah.
one, the guys that came in the first round, Phil, I believe
they made
Koepka
the
was one of
most.
them. They got like the sweet deal where it was like it's getting paid. Rom was came in late in a later stage, and a lot of his money was like, promised
With winnings
later
and
type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's not going to pull through now because they're just like, we're not going to pay
With,
that. Like,
no, with Rom, it was like you're guaranteed to make this much on the tour, whether it's through winnings or we have to pay you kind of thing.
right. But there was a
Whereas
time.
I think with Phil, they like just paid him straight up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
To
think
come
you're
on
right.
over.
It's like 200 mil just to come gamble for 4 years and travel around
Yeah.
the world on a private
Like, you have
jet,
gambling
right?
debts?
probably
We
pay
got a
off some
solution.
of his gambling or past gambling.
I think he already has.
Yeah, he's able to pay him off from that 200 mil.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, guys, with Liv. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
It's just this, it's like they give you this little hope every week, and it just kind of gets ridiculous. I think there's an event happening right now, though. Bryson shot +5 today. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about him
Is it their
later.
championship in
no,
Michigan?
No. There's 2 more events before the championship.
Okay.
This one was at a Trump course, I believe. So we will
Was it in
see.
the UK?
No, I don't believe so.
I thought it might be Turnberry.
Could be.
Oh, wait, dude, they're in Bedminster right
Yeah,
now.
Bedminster.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Dude,
Yeah.
we might have to throw that on.
Yeah. Tell me what channel it's on.
It's on, I'll tell you right now, it's on the
It's on
CW.
Fox.
No,
It's
no,
Fox
it's on
Sports.
Fox.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Or Live Golf
FS1.
app.
Yeah.
FS1 or something. Yeah, I still can't do shotgun
Yeah,
starts, man.
Me either.
It's really
They
hard to bet
still
on.
have that?
It's hard to bet on a shotgun start, honestly.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, they're like through 15, but and you're like, oh, nice. They're going to go up to a par 5. For sure they're going to birdie this. No, sorry. They're on a 240-yard par 3.
Yeah.
they're on hole 2.
And that guy's in the lead, and then now he's
Yeah.
not. It's like,
And the lead guy's finishing on 14 to win the tournament.
Yeah,
Like,
and
what
he's
the
finishing on a
heck?
par 5, whereas the other guy's finishing on a 240 par 3.
you have,
Everyone has to play the same holes, but it just depends what you end on.
you have to be an expert at course, knowing courses
Yeah.
to to figure that
It's
one
just
out.
so foreign to play a course at like a random hole when they were clearly built to play like 1 to 18.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here, let's keep going. Enough on Liv. I'm done with that.
Yeah, we've completely hate ourselves now.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the FedEx Cup. Guys, FedEx Cup, this is the last event of the year. The Wyndham Championship is the final chance to crack the top 70 to get into the FedEx Cup playoffs. Big names are sweating the bubble. We got Keegan Bradley, Jason Day, Brooks Koepka, Tony Finau. They're all on the bubble. They need a good result this week. Every shot has implications. There's a little more pressure on certain guys. And then there's guys that can just screw it up for them and just do, there's no pressure on them, and they can just go get top 10 and punch their tickets already punched essentially, and they can just hold these guys out, if you will. So I don't know, is top 70 fair? Is that too exclusive? And after 70 it starts getting lower and lower. Didn't you get down to your top 30?
What was it?
They got
what
rid
was
of
it before. Didn't they have 125? Then it was 70. Then it was 50. Then
I
it was
believe
30?
it used to be bigger. Yeah, there's been there's been so many changes to these
Yeah.
idea
It's
of
getting really
playoffs.
annoying.
They're like
I'm
just
kinda
favoring these
sick of
big
it.
name people. I feel like, and not giving the lower people a chance at some of the stuff with the signature events. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the 70. Those are the rankings, and it's really fun watching the Wyndham and just seeing every putt they make or miss. They're like they go from green to red or red to green.
That
like,
is cool. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's hard because they're talking about, and the next topic's PGA relegation. We might as well just mix these two because
Let's
they're
just do it.
so
Yeah, yeah.
related. But they're talking about PGA relegation, the Challenger Series where you can move up and down, kind of like European soccer, and they're talking about all this stuff now, and then they want us to watch the old product still. It's like, it's like showing me a trailer of Dune 2, but then Dune 1 hasn't come out yet. It's like, I don't.
Dude,
I want to just watch. I want to just think about Dune 1. Why are you telling me about the future? And so there's this new product that I'm excited about. I think the relegation is going to be pretty cool. But then they want us to just hold on a little longer and watch the kind of old thing that's never going to happen again the same way, and just like try to get excited about that. It's just it's a weird situation as a fan, as a golf fan.
I don't think it's like I think they tried to fix it. They actually ruined it with this whole.
I agree.
You could have X amount of points. I've already mentioned this prior in the season or prior in our podcasting, which was like the championship is no longer. You don't start at -10. So all the points you accumulate, like, what's the point of accumulating? It's just
to get to the top 30.
Just get to the top 30. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's what you've seen happen.
That
Rory
happened
McIlroy plays like 10 events a year.
No, they changed it last year, and that's when Tommy Fleetwood got his first PGA Tour win. Yep. But now they're going to change it to match play, I think, right?
Which, by the way, I think is the right call.
It's the right way, because now you have first place has a reason. So now you play against whatever place they're going to have in there.
Yeah, 64. It's like March Madness. Right.
I still don't agree with the format that we're at right now. When they tried to fix it, I think they ruined it.
Oh, Kcon, put it this way. This product got so bad that they had to overhaul it and tell us about it, before the final finale.
Okay, this is the last time. Just watch this. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotten so bad that they had to completely overhaul it, turned into match play with relegation, and I'm back. I remember back when they were trying to explain FedEx Cup playoffs, the announcers would mess it up. They'd go, wait, no. The guys would correct themselves, and they'd be like, no. He's out. He's not in the bubble. He's out of the bubble. Like it was like he has to birdie this hole. Like, wait, never mind. He can bogey this hole. They couldn't even keep track of it. Mm-hmm. So a match play, relegation where it's obvious you're either in or you're out. You got that card or you don't got that card because of how you did last weekend. Makes more sense. But yeah, the current FedEx Cup playoffs is a thing of the past at this point.
Yeah. No, but I'm excited for when they should have done it just next year. Should be a top 64 man March Madness.
It'd be sweet.
Just straight down, gut, like just winner take all.
I hope. They could have it span over like 3 weeks and be like, okay, we're gonna play almost every day of golf.
Yeah.
Like we're
How
gonna
good
have
would that
golf
be?
on like.
Dude, it'd be so sick.
March Madness.
Every day it's like 3 matches or 4 matches a day or something. Just
and you're like Finau's taking on Scheffler today. Like, oh, he's gonna upset him. I think
golf for 3 weeks straight. I hate Mondays through Wednesdays. Like I don't have golf.
Do you think it's true match players? It just gross score.
No, they do.
There's no such thing. It's match. Yeah. It's called match play.
So you would have like a tournament, right? Like a 4-day tournament to get the top 64. And then I don't know what you do with ties.
Well, no. So
I think you just go straight from FedEx rankings. You just
you go rankings.
70th, and here's Scotty Scheffler at number 1 place 70 kind of.
That's a good.
So right, you have your rankings, and remember you have the relegation opportunity. So it's the people on what's it called, Miller? The Challenger Tour and the Championship Series, the Challenger Series Championship. So what you do is at the end you just take everyone in the Championship Series and then you seed them. And you just let's play. Like, and if you made it out of Challenger, at the last second, then you brought someone else down. You relegated them, you jumped them, and you got into the match play tournament. That's how I see it potentially happening. I don't think they've announced exactly how the finals.
What are your thoughts about the relegation aspect, though? Because if you've been playing in the Challenger the whole way through the season, and then all of a sudden you get relegated because, to be honest, you're playing against better people, right? And someone from the Challenger Series jumps up because they're playing against not as good as players.
The people who win in the Challenger will be on the top of their game. So it should function where the best players are in that champion field.
That Kcon, that's why it would be. That's why you relegate. I think it would relegate weekly. Like you would get in, so you drop off, jump back up. You might have guys jump back and forth a few times.
Do you know if they're planning to do these, like each tour plays at the same time?
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 events per weekend. One's gonna be on Golf Channel. One's gonna be on like CBS, and you'll have 2 events per weekend. 1 Challenger event, 1 Championship event, and then that gives the opportunity for those relegation.
Got it. But there's probably not going to be a bridge across Corn Ferry, right? I guess there kind of is randomly.
That's at the end of the
almost
year.
enters the Challenger, right? Like,
but not mid-season.
Well, I just think I don't think it could play in the same because they're two different cards.
not
true.
mid-season. But you could probably, similarly, you could be top 3, top 10, and have some status to get on Challenger.
Yeah, and then get a
From
sponsored
Corn Ferry.
exemption on the Challenger, and then win, and then somehow relegate yourself all the way to the champions. Could be interesting.
That's the best part about relegation. I think it's a great relegation and promotion.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
love
Yeah,
soccer
it just
for those
rewards.
reasons.
soccer showcases everything, and you've seen every possible situation has happened in soccer. You'll have the
Yeah. I mean, we could start up a soccer team right now, and then maybe in 10 years we'll be sitting in the English Championship League.
right. That's
Not everyone's Wrexham FC.
But you know what I mean? Like, you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
start one, and you just win, and then you promote yourself, and then obviously Wrexham has money, so they're able to buy
Yeah.
people.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. You win games, and then you open up more opportunities.
Next thing you know, you're in the Champions League. Yeah, pretty much.
That's amazing. Okay, cool. So that's So I think those are interesting takes. That we have on that. We think it's kind of it is interesting that they're going to try to show us these playoffs while talking about the future. President's Cup. President's Cup's coming up. Also, Jackson Koiven is on the bubble. People really want to see him in the playoffs. He just got really popular as a rookie, and so hoping he makes it in.
They won him on the President's Cup, too.
And they
right?
won him on right. His name is just everywhere. Kind of what you get by winning late in the season. You just get talked about a lot, and then you come up in the conversation
Well,
around.
Like Andrew said, you are hot and late in this. If you're hot late
True.
in the season, that's when you want to be
Right. That's a good point.
on the team.
Right, because now they have this team event, and it's like, we'll get the guy who's playing well. So, but again, President's Cup picks are coming up. The projected team.
Who's the coach? Who's
Snedeker.
calling it?
Brant Snedeker. President's
Yeah.
Cup's coming up this September at Medina with Coach
Great.
Brant Snedeker leading Team USA. Jeff Ogilvy leading the internationals. Live players remain ineligible because it's a PGA Tour run event. So people are saying the international team is missing out a lot because they don't have like Cam Smith.
Tyrell Hatton.
Yeah, they don't have Joaquin Neiman, no Lucas Herbert. Missing out on some guys.
Hold up. Remind us, is President's Cup U.S. versus rest of world?
International.
Other than Europe,
Yeah.
international.
Oh, wait, other than Europe, so you
Right.
wouldn't have Tyrell Hatton. Yeah.
Right. No, he would be Ryder Cup if anything.
Okay.
But yeah.
Tom Kim probably makes it.
Yeah.
Hideki.
What's interesting, I think this happens when we're at Sun River is when I think we saw President's Cup.
Oh, that would be cool.
I
By
think
the way,
it's the same
Well, listen
because
to
there
this,
was the Walker Cup last year at the same time. I
Yeah.
think.
I was actually invited out to Chicago that weekend. My buddy has tickets for Saturday at Medina.
Nice.
Rick Bansos,
Oh, cool.
our fan follower,
Mm-hmm.
him and his dad representing the brand out in Chicago and Kansas City. But chance I might skip out, But it's kind of a
Yeah.
hike.
Kevin, it's the following weekend.
Following weekend. Okay. Cool.
September 21st, right?
Starts the 22nd, which is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Got it. So it starts. So it's actually the 20. It's later than the 21st. Yeah, 22nd, 23rd,
That's when we're
24th,
leaving.
25th. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, so we'll see. That's going to be. I for some reason I never get as excited about these other cups as I do Ryder Cup, but I don't know if there's just a lot of hype around Ryder Cup, but. We've also never had the pod going during the President's Cup, so this will be the first one. So maybe
That's
we
true.
will pay attention. Maybe it's
Yeah.
actually going to give us something to talk about.
I mean, maybe we'll be streaming for Eastlake,
well,
That'd
yeah.
be
I
cool.
mean, the finals. Why
Why
not?
not?
Yeah. See if Tommy Fleetwood can pull it off again.
I don't think so.
Okay, so our
He's
final.
had a nothing year, by the way. He hasn't won once, right?
No, but he's in the top 5, top 10.
It was nice to watch him at the Open. They gave him a lot of coverage because it was his home club was like a couple miles away. He had a lot of fans following him. It was a fun watch to see him play pretty well.
Unlike Sam Burns until the final day.
Yeah, again, choke artist. People give me a lot of hate for saying that stuff.
Dude, by the way, hold up. Let's call that out. Isn't it funny when you go in the comments? Like, I think, in the past we've, I've been on the other side just kind of like laughing, or you go in and you click that hidden comment button. Okay.
Yeah.
You see these lunatics unloading, and you're like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
the best one I saw was like, dude, like, there's some problem in the economy, like buying podcast equipment's too cheap,
Oh, I get a lot of that. Yeah. No, look, I mean, we're a growing pod. Honestly, we need as many comments as we can get. So
That's
I don't
true.
really care what they say. Like, just
No,
keep
but it's
keep the
occasionally
conversation
I'll-
going, baby.
Yeah, like, I know Joe Rogan talks about how he never looks, and again, because he's like king of podcasting in the world. But sometimes I'll hop in there,
Oh yeah.
toss a comment back.
Well,
it's good to
yeah.
a lot of
communicate with
I
friends.
more check because sometimes they're like, post, can we get that link to that clip that you're talking about? And it's like a clip from Try Thinking Deeper or something. And so then I'll like pin it and be like, it's pinned, because that really that pisses off the internet when you don't
Yeah, no.
When you don't
follow through.
the guidelines.
Yeah, where you talk about like, this clip really helped me, and then they're dying to find that clip, and then they waste their whole day looking for it. You got to give them that resolution. But yeah, no, it goes both ways. But again, if you're listening, comment more, please. Like, if you are actually listening to our pod, talk some shit. Comment on Spotify. Leave. We need people to move this further than just out of your own brain.
You know what? Yeah, if it makes you happy to just dump on us, but you give us the follow,
Tell us what you think.
Welcome to the show, okay? And we're a big tent. We got room.
Yeah,
You want to rip on some guys?
We can have
who
you
are
on even if you want.
Scratch to an 11 handicap. We'll take it.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're not claiming to have the best opinions out there, but we have opinions, and we invite you to shit on them. Like I said, if you are listening, comment a little more, please. Like, let's grow this together. Also, maybe you can buy like a T-shirt. We have some new T-shirts coming out on the site soon. We just ordered the test run of those for a summer shirt. In the winter, we'll have cashmere sweaters, with the patch. We have the hats right now, so we're going to be meeting you in the season that you're at. But that's another way to interact with the cosmos, if you will. And again, we love you all. Thank you for listening.
Seriously.
We do love this kind of journey that you're on with us. We appreciate you all. Last topic. We kind of forgot to talk about this a couple of weeks ago, but Bryson DeChambeau, I never got full closure on the U.S. Open, everything, the hissy fit he put up.
The British.
I'm sorry, the Open Championship.
Yeah, Bryson DeChambeau, the Open. But look, let's actually kind of cash those checks. Apparently, he called the White House.
Bryson DeChambeau calls the White House after
there
getting...
might be, a repeat of the World Cup red card.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly exploring all options. No, but I mean, dude, he finished tied for 14th, right? Wasn't a bad finish.
No, it wasn't a bad finish. He seemed to have gotten over it like a day or two after. But I was watching very closely the day of and the next day, and it was just, look, I mean, I think it's just, it's interesting that no one talked about it anymore. And I'm like, wait, did we all like forget about all the TV coverage just stopped talking about it? Essentially, they would kind of mildly mention like, you went through some rules issue. It's like, wait.
Well, I think it got dropped because it was a story in the moment. He was leading the tournament or tied for third, and then I mean he wasn't really close.
Yeah,
after
he dropped off, so they kind of
Yeah.
started focusing on other players.
I'll say this,
But
if
he dropped off
would've-
because they gave him a 2-stroke penalty.
Yeah,
No.
but still,
He also
started-
made
he's-
mistakes.
yeah.
He didn't win the tournament. Take the 2 strokes back, he still loses by 3 or 4.
Yeah, but
right?
again, that's momentum. It's
Thank you.
No, I get it, but it's not. I'll say this: if he would have gotten close and lost a tournament by 2 strokes or 1 stroke, we'd be still talking about it.
All right, that's
right?
I bet what he was trying to do. But the momentum, the gut punch, the amount of energy he put into fighting it, as if that could get, as if you can reverse something by putting up a big fight. The whole thing is just really interesting to me that they gave him the penalty when you sometimes see other players do very similar things and they don't get a penalty. The fact that they didn't do it right at the hole, like do it at the moment. Like, I don't know. It just.
Wait, they did it after? I thought they did it on the hole.
No,
They
when he
did it
signed his
before
card.
before he
Signed his
signed his card.
The Golf Channel kept the coverage, or NBC kept the coverage going for another hour because they got to show him riding back in the car. They're like, something's going down. They sent Smiley Kaufman out when it was pitch black dark, and they were just like shooting the f-stop a bunch to try to make it bright, and he was like recreating it. He's like, yeah, I guess he was standing here. It seems trampled down. It was like this big event, and that. Luckily, I was on it. I clipped it like right away.
Yeah,
and
great timing.
Really good timing on that. Was able, spreading the news. It was news, and then seconds before it was official, I made the call on X. I was like, he's getting a 2-stroke penalty. From everything I'd seen, I'm like, the evidence is too damning here. Like they don't talk to someone that long and then go, no, we're good. Go ahead, go home. And then he hits balls till 11 p.m. London time, and the press is just staying there. He offers them granola bars. The press is just still staying there up super late. The course had to stay open, because they're going to let any guy practice as late as he wants.
Yeah.
So there's like course staff staying awake till super late. He says he might not play tomorrow, so they don't even know if they're going to play in a twosome or a threesome the next day. His group. They don't even, the tee time. It was just this mess. That from the whole situation.
That was
really
pretty
interesting.
weak, him talking about not playing. It's like, dude, you're in the Open. Like,
no, he's being a kid.
You still have a shot to win. Like, you're not going to play.
But he just felt unfairly treated, like called out.
I get that. It's pretty BS, but.
Yeah, especially seeing other guys do it like clockwork, like DJ in 2019 or something.
Wyndham, I guess, at this U.S. Open did it.
Yeah. Look, but dude, I'll say this: like, one, I think I get he got screwed, but you want to know what a good YouTube video is? Watch him play Northwood Golf Club in NorCal. Have you all seen that on YouTube?
No.
He's literally like, there's this 9-hole course in NorCal. It's like one of the top courses in California, and it's literally like 150-foot redwoods. So, I guess I know he was being a hissy fit, but watch that video. Like, I loved it. Beautiful 9-hole round.
Nice. Yeah, we'll check that out.
No, look, that's the big question. Like, Bryson does these big events, but what's the Bryson business? It's YouTube, right? He's got 2 million on YouTube, 4 on Talk. Hold up, let's get this. I got it somewhere here. 2.6 million YouTube, 2.1 million TikTok. I think it's 4.3 million Instagram. Like, for comparison, like Sunday broadcasts for LIV on average are 175K viewers versus 3.1 million for PGA Tour Sundays, and his YouTube videos are getting millions of views each time. Doesn't need them. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Ultimately, that's where his fans are meeting him. Is on YouTube. They're not watching NBC, so necessarily, they're watching him more on YouTube. But it was just an odd. Look, it taught me one thing, because I have played some courses and been when there's a rose bush behind me and I'm like pinning it down with my foot, trying to hit the ball. Like, I've done some real that made me learn the rule where I'm like, damn, I have really been breaking the rules sometimes, because I'm moving I'm like hacking a bush down almost behind me to give myself a swing.
I think we need to take that back to the ZPGA. It's like, look, I'm guilty of it too. Like, you get to some lie and there's like a twig and you fucking like step on it and break it.
Yeah, or you're like have your buddy like hold a tree back for you. Yeah. Like, how many times have we done it?
Yeah. No. So, by the way, I thought it was we knew it was
just not allowed
the
to
line.
kill the plant.
No, but you can't move it.
You can't.
You wouldn't even kill. Bryson didn't kill it. It's going to grow back.
I know.
He just trampled it to get it out of the way. So no, you can't move anything out of your way. Like, Andrew, tell us the rule, actually.
Yeah, no. Anything that's not a loose impediment, you can't improve your lie or your swing area unless it's man-made or it's a loose impediment. So if it's connected to something living, it's in your swing, you can only hit it
during
with the intention, for your swing, but you cannot move it away or fold it over. You just can't improve your situation.
No, but you know what's funny is, dude, we play all the time. Guys do it all the time, and no one really enforces it on the course.
Right.
Which is almost like kind of this like gentleman's rule where it's like, we know you're fucked, but like I might be fucked too. So if you want to step on that plant, no big deal, you know?
Right.
No, but it's funny. But we play all the time. Has anyone enforced that? And we enforce a lot of other penalties.
No, I know, and that's why I think the silver lining of this whole Bryson thing is the world learned a little bit about the rules of golf more. And what happened was the RNA, that area that he hit it, there's water in front of it. So they're going, oh, he went over there, he's fucked. And then they're like, how the hell is he hitting out of this? Like, why is he getting away with this?
Yeah.
This was supposed to be like the most penalizing area, like of the course, of this hole especially. So you hit over there, it's no man's land. You're dropping, is what they were thinking. And when they saw him hit out of there, they're going, oh, hell no. There's no way. There's no miracles happening out of that fescue unless it's just not possible. And then they see the step on it, and they're like, okay, maybe that's how it happened. It's specifically that area he went into that caused alarm.
No, but I saw that there is a water strip that he somehow made it over.
It made no sense how he even was alive.
Well, look, I mean, it was crazy. But look, Kcon just went 0 dark 30. I'm watching the YouTube. Just FYI.
Yeah, we lost him.
You want to close out? I just want to go quick. I'm calling Ryan Gerard this weekend to win. Marco Penge, top 5. Just putting it on the record. This is pre-tournament.
Yeah,
I know we're a day late, but we submitted it in the chat. But look, you want to close this out?
Yeah, my pre-tournament pick was Keegan Bradley. He needs to do well to make the playoffs. And
dude, he hasn't done anything this year. Like fucking nothing.
He has hot days, and so
except destroy the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, ever since then it's been rough. So I don't know, Andrew, do you have a pick?
Yeah, my only pick I made was the winner for Tony Finau. I think
he needs a good week too. Yeah, I think we took similar strategies.
Yeah, I think he, you guys said he was 8 under today, so.
No, I don't know where. So Sahith Theegala was, but I don't know when someone said that earlier, I was like, what? Like, Finau's tied for 111th plus 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, but these were pre-tournament. These were pre-tournament picks.
No, I know that, but before the show. Kcon was like, Finau was like -8. I was like, what? Like I looked at the top, I can see Finau from a few holes away when he's got his fucking Air Jordans on, but
yeah. Okay, so
you think he saw Theegala?
I didn't say that, Miller. I did not.
Someone did.
Which tournament?
I heard you.
There's a tournament we were talking about. He shot.
We're getting
-8
feedback, by the
one
way.
day.
Sorry, that's me.
-8 one day, and then blew up the next day or something. Or no, the back 9 shot even. Front 9 -8,
Never
back 9
mind.
shot even. That's what the story
That's
was.
what it was. All right.
Who was that?
Was it a different tournament?
I guess so.
Okay.
Look, whatever. Take it back, Kevin. Take us home.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, that was. We got all the boys back together here. A little bit of mayhem today. But it was good. I don't regret any of it. We've been streaming live too, so that always adds an extra level of spiciness. But gentlemen, I will see some of you for golf. Some of you very soon. Others in a couple days. But let's keep the season going, guys. Check out golfinthecosmos.com to sign up for picks, get a shirt, get a hat. Thank you to all the fans for the support. Gentlemen, we will see you on the links. Peace.
Nothing like this special time. You're the thing that comes to